Yes.
Yes. The border of the mirror is lavishly decorated with a dizzying number of interlocked symbols, daggers and masks, paintbrushes, amulets, and more. But that's nothing compared to what you see in the class. You see a vast crowd of people, exact doppelgangers of you, shoving, arguing with, and fighting each other. Most are drab imitations of you, but a precious few are of two on their head. Their eyes. Okay. In their eyes, their actions, you see the memories you discover within the orbs, and the choices you made shining like distant stars. Your hand twitches at your side, and though some of the bright doppelgangers ignore you, an even smaller number immediately turn to you, waiting for you to choose them and learn what you might become. A rumble shakes the room, and a slow vibration spreads from the darkness below, rippling towards the ceiling. Sorry, I was looking at something. Point at the doppelganger with a charming smile. Point at the doppelganger with the clever eyes. Point at the doppelganger is moving stealthily through the crowd. You blink, and the doppelganger is gone, or so you think at first, for you can hear, just for a second, a low chuckle somewhere behind you. When you finally blink, it stands before you once more behind the glass where it belongs and waiting for your decision. Yes, this is who I am. The remaining doppelgangers scatter for the edges of the mirror and vanish. Choose an identity steps forward. It appears changes as it steps. Its appearance changes as it steps out of the rippling glass. Its faces reflect confidence. Its face, shit. Shadows of a weapon flicker in and out of its hand, and devices shimmer on its belt. You get the feeling you would be comfortable in a variety of situations. The word Jack sounds. Your doppelganger continues walking, stepping into you, filling you, making you whole. Your decision rings out in the cavernous room, waiting and unlocking vast mechanisms behind the walls. Suddenly a grotesque noise rings through your shared worlds, like a bell. If bells could rot, something is coming. The mirror fades, leaving a dark open doorway. You take a deep breath and step through. Alright. Your choices in the memories and mirrors have begun to build your character, but now you have the opportunity to decide on a number of details. First, you can decide to change your type. Type defines the abilities and skills you'll be able to acquire in advance, as you advance. Okay. Jack, Glaive, Nano. Jacks are intrepid explorers and adventurers. They are jacks of all trades, hence the name. Although the world also harkens back to fables involving a wily, resourceful hero who also always seems to be named Jack. Jacks are at their best when they combine weapons, armor, accessories, ciphers, and a clever tongue. They're treasure hunters, grifters, scalds, rogues, and experts in the variety of the field. Glaives are the elite warriors of the ninth world, using weapons and armor to fight their enemies. Scouts, guardians, warlords, and soldiers could be glaives. Jack. Stat pools are the pools of resources you use. Oh shit. Stat pools are the resources you use to apply effort or activate abilities. You can distribute points as you see fit. Glaives tend to favor might or speed, while nanos. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay. Sounds good to me. It's unlocked by your type can be active armor. Fuse weapon. Most skills increase your chance of success on specific kinds of actions and tasks, but some give other passive bonuses. Each skill starts at a 0-0 novice level. It can be increased by a 1-0 trained specialized granted bonus. Descriptors often leave some skills at the inability level. meaning they inflict penalties when upgraded. These return to novice level. Choose an exploration skill. Initiative. Allows a character to act earlier in the turn or during crisis. Inability causes an act later than normal. A measure of reaction time and situational awareness training. Oh boy. Although you chose your description from the many doppelgangers in the mirror, you now have the chance to view the specific bonuses and penalties it grants. You can also examine the effects of other descriptors and choose a new one if you wish. Stealthy. Charm. I think I like slick. Stealthy. Self-deception. What is slick again? Persuasion and quick fingers. I like slick. There we go. I feel like that's a little bit better. Awesome. Are you sure you wish to proceed? This is the last chance. Change your cast off character's type or descriptor. Yes. I just wish I could change the way I looked. Okay. Shit. Everything about this spectral figure seems dreamlike. He is a hazy silhouette who seems to be made of blue glass smoke. He wears stylish, well-cut clothes. His handsome bearded face seems hauntingly familiar, though you've never seen it before. He breathes a sigh of relief when he sees you. We weren't sure that would work. We pulled our strength and channeled it through me to meet you, to wake you up. He glances at the other figures here and frowns unhappily. It took more out of us than we thought. The other reflections, they're more like shadows now. Look, I'll bet you've got a lot of questions. The whole place is basically your mind. Your body's still out there in the real world, healing from the fall. You need to get out there and finish the process. It shouldn't be too hard. For a minute, I felt like something was hunting me. Do you know what that was? Who were those people you called reflections? Who are you? He pauses and looks down at himself, considering a long time. I'm you. I'm a part of your mind, a splinter. I was waiting here for you. We called you with the memories of the others who are here. I don't know what happened next. Before I met you, it felt like something was hunting me. Do you know what it was? He closes his eyes. That's a memory I don't want to recall. Large, black, furious. It's our death. It's the sorrow. I hope it's lost interest in you. If it finds us, we're done for. Oh, shit. Is this whole game gonna be about said I had to finish the process? What do you mean by that? After you wake up from the dream state, tuned to the tides, you'll need to find something called a resonance chamber. Your body should have landed somewhere near it. Just climb inside that, and everything will be fine. Oh. Tides are like a force, like gravity or magnetism or something, except they respond to people's actions and perceptions. Your body, that is, your body in the real world, needs the tides to survive. It's not something you need to worry about. Your body will tune as it wakes up. It's a resonance chamber. I remember pieces about it, but not the whole. It's a crystal sarcophagus. I remember having 5 mechanical arms around it and a metal ring set on the floor. I think we were aiming for it when we fell. When you open your eyes in the real world, how do I get back into the real world? There's a portal down there. It'll take you back to your body. Just step through it, and the whole tides thing should take care of itself. When you wake up, find the resonance chamber and activate it. Then we can. When the hell was that? Oh. It's the sorrow. Fuck. Jesus. The sorrow's anchored to those reflections is devouring the power. We have to get rid of them, destroy its anchors, or else. Crisis begins when you enter into a dangerous situation. Crisis is a turn-based encounter. Fight, sneak, manipulate the environment, or talk your way out of trouble. Each turn you make will take an action. Each move you make will also take an action. Reflection near you. Kill it. Oh, no. Sad. Oh shit, dude. Get to the next one. You apply F to attack the circle stick. Jesus. No, I never got a Channel 3 invite. Sorry, I was really distracted by this game. It's super interesting. But no, I never got a 3-channel invite. I don't know. Maybe I had my stuff, but I never got anything.
Yes.
Also, thanks for the compliment. Fettles are temporary conditions or status effects that can improve or reduce a character's stats. Sorrow has just placed a fettle on the random reflection. You can't remove this fettle. Find a way to overcome it. Okay. That's nice. Okay. Sorrow understands. Fettle sorrow placed on this character's boost armor by 10, meaning it absorbed its damage. It's almost 2. Oh, okay. I see it. That mirror shard. Hey, buddy. Let's pick up this loot, move the reticle of the object, and press A, then watch the call, or A to select the individual. Awesome, man. I'd like to actually sit down and have a talk with him. I'm all for partnering up and shit like that.
Right.
Anything that I can do to help and anything that people do to help me is very much appreciated. So thanks, man. I'm glad he thinks I'm alright. I mean, sometimes I put on some shit shows, man. Alright. Let's fuck this poor kid up. Oh, I didn't even equip it, did I? Damn. Loser. Your inventory lets you view, equip, and manage items. And okay, of course it does. First is your equipment, which contains items to the current character. Equipment includes melee and ranged weapons, shields, armors, ornaments such as rings and amulets, and bonded items. Your backpack contains the items carried by the current character. You can equip it, inspect, or transfer items from it. Quest items contain any special items required for quest. Quest items cannot be discarded or sold, so you won't have to worry about accidentally losing. Oh my shit. The final section shows you you're carrying your cipher. Shows you are carrying and your cipher limit. Ciphers shown in the inner ring are highlighted in blue and are safe to carry. Those in the outer ring highlighted in orange are over your cipher carry limit and inflict negative effects. As long as you're carrying them, you can use sell this card and transfer them to another party member to get under your cipher limit. Don't know what ciphers are, but sure. Just equipped. Awesome. Fucking abyss. Maybe I'm not. Damn. Alright, man, I appreciate it for real, thanks. But, did I fail? Oh, fuck. It let you live? I don't understand. I don't know where its pieces went, but I know those things are going to grow. Like a cancer, an infection. I can't believe they found us in here. He looks at you, terror in his eyes. The sorrow, it's been hunting you. It's what killed you in the first place. It'll keep hunting you till you activate the resonance chamber. I didn't remember until I saw it, but that's why it's so important. You've got to get back and activate the chamber before it's too late. The portal to your body is that shimmering dome there. Go now. Well, I mean, are you okay? So sad. I don't even remember how I got here. I love you, Spectre.
Let's go. Where did he fall from? His body smashed to talk. Makes a wonder he's still breathing.
All I saw was the corona, not his origin point. But look, he's healing already. Spontaneous regeneration.
Oh, there's some talking. Okay. Oh, fuck. Ugh, what was that? What did you do, Celestige? His tone has become accusatory, suspicious. You open your eyes. The first thing you notice is this man's kaleidoscope of tattoos writhing across his forearms. He wears a long, dark coat belted at the waist, supplies filling his pockets. His boots are worn and stained with years of travel. You blame me? He admitted an internal physiological reaction in response to fall, probably related to that fence, and you have to rub your eyes to be sure that you're not seeing double. Faint echoes of her actions trail from her, each nearly mimicking her, though some act and react stimuli that you can't perceive. Her vivid hair and outrageous clothing remain constant through these shadows. Oh yes, his face is hard and set. Where am I? How did I get here? You built the dome. Don't you recognize it? He growls. It's his face. I've never seen any other people rebuild themselves like that. Only the changing god could have healed so quickly. He sighs and rubs his face, trying to regain his composure. Maybe you could change. Maybe you could help me for a change. You know what this means to me. Familiar with the word changing, Alligator. It implies inconsistency. Thus, the changing god may have, well, changed. Several versions of her shrug, and she addresses you. You have to forgive him. He believes you're someone he once knew, even though it's anyone that you are newly born. Her solid self-curtsies, while the others bow or spin. I and my sisters am Calastige. This is Alligator. We're explorers, knowledge seekers. That's how we came to be in this room. If I'm not mistaken, you are what's called a cast-off. The changing god created you, body and mind. Your sire used your body for a time, then abandoned it for reasons of his own. When his mind departed for a new experience, you were born in this cast-off shell. What the fuck? That's cool. Cool little lore there, buddy. Say I was born in changing god left, but why am I not dead? Before I woke, I was in some kind of dream-like labyrinth with a glowing specter. How hard you hit the ground, I'm surprised that's all you saw. Who is the changing god? Ha! That's something coming from you. Gives a sidelong glance. The changing god is your sire, dear. He discovered a path to immortality long ago, a means to transfer himself to a new body of his own creation. I don't think he knew, however, that when he abandoned one body, another mind was birthed to fill the void. Oh, he knew all right. He eyes you up and down coldly. The only thing the changing god cares about is himself. He doesn't give a single thought for those he leaves behind. Are there other cast-offs? Hundreds. Who can say? Your sire's been doing this for several centuries. Though, if all of them were born the way you claim to have been, it's a wonder any of them survived. Think about it. If you're the kind of person who can make your body into anything you want, what do? You've constructed bodies for centuries. You're not going to let your life end by accident. No. You'll make strong bodies, fast, powerful. Maybe throw in regeneration while you're at it. The changing god has always been vain. He rarely stays in a shell that doesn't suit his self-image. She looks up and down, her smile suddenly unnerving. Perhaps the changing god fled because he didn't want to wear those scars of yours. Fuck you. That's personal. How can you be sure this body's a cast-off? You mean aside from your miraculous reformation? For one thing, there's your tattoo. All cast-offs have one, though its purpose is beyond me. And then, of course, there's your delicious naivety. Okay. He could be fake hundreds of years without learning to lie convincingly. She sighs in exasperation, then says to you, what do you think? Are you a newborn child, or are you a powerful immortal whom death has robbed him of his memories? Elegant crosses his arms. Fine, what do you think? I survived that fall and have skills and powers I don't recall learning. What if I am the changing god? There's so much I don't know or remember. I think I must be a cast-off. You obviously knew the changing god, Alligator. What do you think? Am I him? There's so much I don't... He's non-committal, but it's clear he doesn't believe you. Do you not remember sparking the endless battle? Do you not remember leading Sage's cliffs against the Tabat when they came to slaughter us centuries ago? His voice trembles a little bit, but he retains an iron control. Pussy. Do you not remember me? She laughs scornfully. Even if you were the changing god, you're not likely. You should help him, guide him, one way or another. It's the wisest path. At least it's the way I think is best, Alligator. Her smile drips venom. She just wants my body. He looks away and his composure slips a little. Gods, you're so wretched sometimes, Calastige. Changing god abandoned my body. Where is he now? Do you know anything about the tides? I've heard that term before, a subject your sire studied in great depth. I'm afraid it isn't my field of inquiry. was a blast of energy when I woke. As I was telling my colleague, it was obviously a physiological reaction of some kind. I've never witnessed the birth of a cast-off, but yes, it could very well have been caused by your nascent consciousness. Nascent consciousness? Okay, anyway, don't worry. Really, you've been more abrasive than ever since we came here. He shoots her a sidelong look. She just can't empathize with other people unless she's experimenting on them. Are you sure that surge didn't hurt you? If it did, it was damaging our minds. Although, how you check if it carked her? Oh shit, wrong guy. If it did, it was damaging our minds. Though how you check if it carked her? I couldn't say. It's tough to find normalcy here. At least we didn't know it didn't hurt Alligaron. That skull's as thick as organic stone. If the changing god abandoned my body, where is he now? Okay. If he abandoned your body, then the consciousness fled to another. He eyes you keenly. Oh, do stop! The look she gives Alligaron is equally piercing, amplified with withering glares of her sisters. If there's one thing we know about the changing, her obsession will have been reborn somewhere else. I want to ask about something else. Where are we? What is this place? A sanctum of your sires. The common belief is he has several such places throughout the ninth. Did this one because of your grand entrance? Now that I'm looking around, I think kind of fuck shit up. Can I ask some more questions about this guy's off body? Okay, no. Why do you seem to hate the changing gods? If a smile touches his mouth, it's privy to a joke, but it doesn't reach his hard eyes. He lived longer than anyone in the ninth world, hasn't been much of a philanthropist in all that time. He's helped some people, sure, but it's always been in his own self-interest. He's gotten away with a load of schist over the year. If falling from the sky didn't kill me, is there anything that can? An excellent question. Having seen your regenerative abilities in action, I suspect they're primarily physical. They are primarily not physical, they're regrowth. If that's the case, you'd be unable to survive most variety of psychic or molecular decomposition, disintegration, conflagration, and so forth. Degenerative diseases could pose a problem, and I know of several entities capable of psychic destruction. As she speaks, a vision flashes into your mind. It's not yours exactly. Somehow you know it's a memory of the changing gods. You are in a dark room, lit by a myriad of blinking lights and holograms from the many machines surrounding you. What a body that can withstand the sorrow's attack, says a voice. It seems to be coming from one of the machines. No, you reply. The thing has no respect for barriers of any kind, physical, temporal, psychic. This is the only way. With a series of gestures, you bring up an image of a crystalline pod. If the resonance chamber works, it will give us the power to stop the sorrow's hunt once and for all. We just need the right focal points, a catalyst. Memory fades, Calistige is still talking. You realize the device you saw in the memory is identical to the one behind you now. It looks just like the Spectre had described it, a transparent sarcophagus inside a crystalline dome, with mechanical arms arrayed around it on a metal ring. Unfortunately, the dome is shattered, the sarcophagus is cracked, and one of the arms is in pieces on the floor. Whatever its function, it clearly needs repair. Or flesh-eating viruses. One presumes disfigurement by the iron wind could be likewise devastating enough to... I think he gets the... Had my share of sorrows, but never the sorrow. What's that? Disease? Her mouth compresses in a tight line. I know nothing about it. Do either of you know how to fix that crystal chamber here? Alligator chuckles, then firm. Certain, he says. Not likely, though it might not be impossible. You need people with the appropriate knowledge. I'm sure the cult of the changing god will hold the answer. Her distaste is evident in the expression of her echoes, although the face of the new one leads the one in the lead remains carefully impassive. You turn to the insane to help the newborn. Oh shit, you turn to the insane to help a newborn? Where's your judgment, Alligaron? I would take him in the order of the truth, to the order of the truth. With the order of the truth? Are you mad? They will sooner take us apart. What's the order of the truth? Knowledge seekers. The learned who try to wrest secrets from the hearts of prior worlds. They gather in the city to exchange their findings and help humanity to build a brighter future. She smiles brightly. Our friend Alligator here was once one of them. Frauds, quacks, salvers, and charlatans. They don't have all the answers, and I'd not trust them to find the changing God's secrets. You're just angry that they couldn't help you with yours. Her echoes tinkle laughter. But I am being too cruel, dear Alligator. Let us take our new friend to the Order. What's the color of the change? Despite what she says, they're not insane. They're eccentrics. She laughs, but he soldiers on. They're worshippers of, well, of you and your sire. The changing God, they devote their lives to understanding your kind. Thank you for your help. I have to figure this out on my own. Hold on, I'll come with you. Wouldn't want you getting lost, would we? Suspicious as always, Alligator. Oh shit, I'd read. Suspicious as always, Alligator. Child, the world is an exciting place, but in full of dangers. Rest assured, one of us will get you safely to where you need to be. I'll be right behind you. Sunny smile crosses our faces. Why do you want to go with me? What's in it for you? I won't deny you. I want an exciting find, but it's not about that. I just want to see you safely out of the reef. Kid, you're not safe here. And not just because you were new. Treasure hunters trawl the reef. Scavengers who would sell you for parts if they knew where you came from, what you were. Alright then, let's go. Gain your first companions, they will follow you. They will follow the last cast off. Controlled by... Can be controlled during crisis. You're able to speak to them about their past and take advantage of their unique abilities and skills. Companions have their own motivations and personalities, and depending on the choices you make, they may not follow you forever. You'll find... We'll take this opportunity to explore your surroundings. You may find items, equipment, and more to assist you. When you are ready, you can leave the broken door using the stairs.
I'm going.
A mechanical arm lies on the floor, presumably broken during your fall. Sparks pour from the arm shattered. If you select Companion's portrait in the efforts, they can assist you. The last cat's off with some challenges. Your companion stat pools are used instead of your own, and they make different skills, abilities, blah blah blah. Companions cannot assist in a crisis and can only turn. Hey, buddy. I feel like that's a good percentage, honestly. Let's leave the device alone for just a second. Let's save, because we had a lot of shit go down in the last few minutes. Right.
Go.
Let's see. Success. Nice. Taking care to avoid the sparks, you extract several handfuls of shiny trinkets and coin-like objects. You recognize their value at once. Such objects would be accepted as shins, the informal currency in most regions of the world. Set them up and take them with you. Okay. Spray flesh. I wonder what you do with that.
Let's go.
Sunlight falls to the ragged hole in the roof of the shattered resonance chamber. It is hard to believe that you did this, that you plummeted through the curve of the pale blue sky, crashed through the dome, and broke this delicate machine with your own body. Like semi-transparent crystal of the sarcophagus, the fifth arm lies broken on the floor among the scattered synth and crystal shards. Metal rings surround. Right. Okay. The padded interior beneath the coffin's cracked lid looks like it was made for a human body. Despite the damage, you don't see any way to open or get inside. You glance between the sarcophagus and the needle-like protrusions at the end of the arms above it. You see the chamber would not be a pleasant experience. cables run from the machines along the dome walls and the base of the blah 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 gym. Feel a slight hint of resistance every time you cross the ring. Now that you're paying attention, you know that your breath is echoing in your ears as though you're inside a glass dome. When you step outside the ring, you feel it passes. Okay. Step away from the device. Fragments of dome ceiling are scattered on the floor. Transparent synth, whatever that is.
Yes. Now.
Okay, so that's cool. As the device hunkers before you, as you reach out to touch it, the triangles of light on its casing blaze into life, and an image unfolds in your mind. A towering arch rises over it. Okay. There's the head and the stifling. There's a little peak. Lapses, leaving you staring in the device triangular ray of lights. Command me, the device, or the intelligence within it says each word carefully. Command me. Cool. The three lights throbbing irritably heave their signs from the device's fence. And then a towering list of commands races through your mind, far too fast to read. You rub your eyes, groaning, and then the intelligence chortles. Command me. Show me the arch again. The memory blossoms. You stand before this arch, eyeing the two active cells and one's impenetrable Lugum foe. Unleash Cell 29, you say, and a twisted artifact appears before you. Claim it with a faint smile, watching the light fade from the cells far above. You flinch from the memory, and it falls apart as you raise your eyes to the arch it is. Only Cell 0 remains. Dragon whirls around the empty plain many kilometers below the arch is a faint outline of what seems to be a broken tower. Except that is slowly stretching into the gray air. Examine the jagged wasteland closely. Unleash the contents of Cell 0. You found a cipher. Ciphers are NUMENERA objects that can be found. Trigger a powerful effect, but only can be used when the ciphers and your cipher limit score are displayed in a special section of the inventory. Take care not to accumulate more ciphers than your cipher limit, or you will experience unpleasant side effects. Cell 0 will now be unleashed. Intelligence fits. Please be advised that object you are about to receive is completely safe. Use no caution whatsoever. Warning, all cells are now vacant. Shuddering Lugum Vo. Intelligence light winks out one by one. Interesting that a cast-off can command the changing God's machines. Interesting that a cast-off can command the changing God. He crosses his arms across his chest. How'd you do that? I remembered something. I'll never stop gnawing on this bone, you know. The truth is wasted on him. She has a glint in her eye. Though I admit curiosity, how did you do that? I remembered something. I knew it. It says, bearing a savage, triumphant grin at Calstige. Meaningless elegant. He clearly has basic skills and knowledge from the changing God having been in his body. Who's to say that there aren't even more specific memories locked away in there? Okay. Really don't want another long conversation because I'm getting kind of tired, but
Fine.
I'll take that risk. Spend extra to advance your character. No, I'm assuming I don't have a freaking piece of glass anymore.
I need to talk to you.
What is that thing? What is clear? Almost unnaturally so. As far as you can see. What dude?
This is the reef of fallen worlds, kid. It's a dangerous place at the best of times. And with you lighting up the sky as you fell, well, we should get out of here as soon as possible.
Why were you looking at me when you said that? I wasn't, he growls. Don't be so paranoid. She isn't looking at his eyebrow at you knowingly. Or no shit, knowingly. What makes the reef so dangerous? The NUMENERA, a part of the past, are always dangerous, but there are other dangers too, some closer than others. What are NUMENERA? You want me to tell you? He laughs without mirth. The NUMENERA are all around you, everything left over from the prior world. Sigus Cliffs thrives by trading artifacts from ancient civilizations. Hells, you can't scoop a handful of earth without finding drit from prior worlds mixed with it. NUMENERA is anything from the prior worlds, but mostly we mean the stuff of value to us. A lot of NUMENERA are just oddities, fancy trinkets, little real use, but sometimes you'll get a cipher that lets you do something incredible. Artifacts are worth even more. A cipher will only do something once, but artifacts last longer. Though they can burn out at the most inconvenient times, he frowns. Not that it's ever happened to me. Of course, we've got no idea what most of the junk was originally intended for. In most cases, it doesn't really matter. Like, you might find what used to be a propulsion unit for a star chariot, but who the hell knows enough to build the rest of it? Better to use as a weapon or a power source. He scowls, frustrated about something. I bet we could remake the world if we knew a tenth of the secrets of the ancients. Most days, it's a challenge to survive. Let's keep going, alright? I don't know what this is, but I kinda am curious.
Fine.
Two floating cones whirl and spin, giggling like children being tickled. Roar, and a voice says it. A moon hangs over you, but it is not one you recognize. It's black and in a pearl white sky. Thick, flat asteroids orbit it like petals. You feel questing tendrils at your ankle, and the hot wind on your face smells of scorched hair. Oof. What are you? The enraptured dancers giving no sign. What are you for? They aren't for anything. They're just one. They're from one of the worlds before this one. Sometimes the NUMENERA will do something useful, sometimes they'll just turn you inside out. Sometimes they don't do a damn thing that makes sense. Watch this come off. What if it's like one of those things where you keep trying to talk to them?
Go. Yes. Now.
Even closer, metallic tendrils grows from the depths of the nearby water streams, so they resemble clawed alien hands. Most of which have 7 or 8 fingers. Huh? nearest to you and snap it from its root. Stepping back, you give it a couple of experimental swings to get balance. Make a decent weapon. Cool. You aren't happy unless you're breaking things, are you?
I'm ready.
Bubbling massive sludge floats on the surface of the water. Once in a while, one of the nodules separates from it and hurtles to the sky. Catch a momentary glimpse of cooking something in a neutral mass. Fearless. Carrying too many ciphers. You have received a cyber sickness fatal. The strange forces emanating from ciphers cause unpredictable attacks, reduce or eliminate cipher sickness. Select emergency. I'm not sure whether that awful luck is harmless or just immensely lucky. Either way, don't go on poking things. Do go on poking things, it's quite entertaining. Inventory. I'm actually done now. I'm tired. Definitely pick it back up because this game is so interesting.